Hello, this is Brad, and you're joining me in mid-flight. I'm flying between Lawrence Timmerman Airport, which is just north of Milwaukee, up to Traverse City, Michigan. We are over the lake now, and I mean Lake Michigan. I'm trying the real weather connector from X-Aviation and getting mixed results. As you can see, I'm over the lake. I was just over an overcast deck. But let's just check our weather. Again, we're somewhere along here. Our closest weather station is Manistee, and we're showing broken at 10,000 feet. And seems to be the only clouds and 10 miles visibility. So here's our broken deck miraculously appearing. So that's accurate. We're able to see the lake below us. We're at 12,000 feet. And we're 60 miles from the Traverse City VOR. So I'll be doing an instrument approach runway 28. Again, I'm real happy with SkyMax Pro. This is 3.1.1. So as we get a little bit closer, I'll get back to you and we'll see if the real weather connector lives up to its name. So we're 40 miles right now from the VOR. Let me just show you the map that I'm going to be taking a look at. This is our approach, ILS 28. So we're going to be flying over the VOR, and then I'm going to pick up the localizer and head outbound and do a procedure turn and come back. It's not on the map, but that's what I'm going to do. So I want to determine just how long it's going to take me to descend. So I'm interested in this altitude of 2,600 feet. So we'll plug this into X-Plane Tools descent calculator. So we're now at 12,000. We want 2,600. And we're probably averaging about 180. Let's put those in there. And we'll descend at 1,000 feet per minute. So we want to begin our descent about 28 miles out. So we have a little ways to go. I'm going to go ahead and just prepare this. What did I say, 26? Yeah. And let's go check our weather again. So here we are at, close this. So we've got overcast at 6,000. And Baro altimeter is 30.05. 0 winds. And it's showing 6 miles visibility. A little rain. Scattered at 4,800. So this will be interesting to see how real weather handles this situation. I do want to check my frequency of my localizer. So 110.7. Go ahead and dial that in on my aircraft. So we're averaging about 204 knots, and we can begin our descent now. Come back a little bit on my power. I'm watching my vertical speed here. We want 1,000 feet. We will have plenty of time to get to altitude, because if we do a procedure turn, that'll give us extra time. So we're down to about 180 plus. Still not overcast completely. Well, you can make a case for it. Little patches of green appear occasionally. Again, it was overcast at 6,000 and scattered at, I think, 4,800 if I remember correctly. Well, here's a patch of nothing. But there is our overcast. Very interesting. And that is at 6,000. Now it disappeared. I've noticed this about the real weather connector, which I just got this week. Things just appear and disappear. So we should be over an overcast. So we've got a deck. And we've got rain. Alright, so it's back. And check our descent here. Still 11 miles out. So we're coming up on our VOR. Tango Victor Charlie. Just 2 miles out. And then our map has us flying outbound on the 55 radial. So I'm going to go ahead and dial that in just to be prepared. So we'll see the needle swing, or the little white triangle point back towards the VOR. And there we go. Now it will try to center the needle here. And if we look back at our map, the distance here is 6 miles before we intercept the localizer. So I'm going to try to fly outbound on the localizer and do a procedure turn. So I'm just going to watch my DME till I'm 6 miles out and then go ahead and do my reverse. So again, I'm watching my DME here. We're coming up on 5 miles out. We're in the soup. So I'm going to go ahead and flip this to reverse. And see if we indeed fly outbound. So we are turning. So we went right over the outer marker, and now we're headed outbound. Line this up with the runway 28. And I'm doing this just so that I have a little bit more time to get lined up with the runway. Now you can see the guide slope here. So I'm going to do a procedure turn with the help of my heading here. So I want to fly outbound 45 degrees from this mark, so that's 54. Right about here. So if I go ahead and click heading, I'll begin my turn to the northwest. I'm sorry, the northeast. And I'll fly outbound for a minute or so, and then do a 180 degree turn and come back at a 45 degree angle to the localizer and intercept it. Now this is not on the map, but it is how it can be done. So now I'm flying away from the localizer at 45 degrees. Again, I could be hand flying this, but I like the comfort of having the autopilot do some of the heavy lifting here. So back to 55, or 99, I'm sorry. And we'll just bring it on around back to 234. Again, it's just a little arithmetic. There we go. And you can see we're 45 degrees from the runway, or the localizer. So now I can go ahead and click my approach button, and here comes my localizer needle, and the airplane is now turning towards the localizer, and I need to come back on my speed. Nope, I don't want to put the gear down just yet. Notice my guide slope flags have disappeared altogether. No DME. So now the next thing I'm interested in is seeing the guide slope flags. Also, I want to be aware of the real weather connector. It's got me in the soup. I can see the ground below, but I'm supposed to be below a scattered deck. So here come our guide slope bugs. So we're literally flying under the angle of the guide slope, and we'll intercept it probably around the outer marker, which is the point. So you'll see the flashing blue light. So we've intercepted our localizer and guide slope. We're beginning our descent. Come back on the power a little bit more. Drop some flaps. There's our outer marker. I'm going to go with full RPMs. And make sure we have full mixture here. Go ahead and put our gear down. Still looking for that runway. There we go. We have a bit of a rabbit here. Help guide us. No Pappy or Vassy, and the runway lights aren't on quite yet. There we are in the clear. Go ahead and just hand fly this. So it looks like we have some default airport scenery. I certainly didn't load any for Traverse City. I've never been here. And there we go. Looks like we have general aviation off to the right. Now, if I was talking to air traffic control, I would stop here before entering that taxiway. And we've got a big hangar here. Just park here by the fence. So that ends our flight into Traverse City. Thanks again, and see you next time.